Okay, hey everyone. Today what I'm going to do is a little short downward dog sequence. So great thing to add on to something you're already doing, or to do it in between some other stuff that you're doing, or to do it just by itself. Okay, so I'm going to make my way onto my mat. I'm going to roughly come towards the back end of my mat, and I'm going to ease my way down, roughly 5 footsteps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to come down on the 5th and just shuffle into place and just begin by walking through from side to side, just to ease out my calves towards the ground. And when I feel like I have some flexibility and movement, I'm going to ease the calves or the heels towards the ground, and then I'm going to feel the sensation of lift. So instead of kind of being forward like this, I'm going to shift back and open the heart towards the mat. And then I'm going to breathe super deeply. And as I feel the opening, you can see me shifting back and down with my heart towards the mat. Okay, I'm going to offer 2 Chaturanga Vinyasas, just one for each different level, just to add a bit of flow, and then I'll take it back to our downward dog sequence. So our first one, coming forward, shuffling the toes back. Nice and straight in our plank. We can hold our plank for a moment as well. We're trying to avoid this, right? Get nice and straight. Level 1, knees on the mat, elbows into the body. Breathing in, Sphinx. Pushing back on the knees, tucking the toes under. Back into our downward dog. Heels down, opening the heart. Deep breath. Position 2. Breathing in, shuffle the toes back again, shift the body weight forward, nice and tall, Chaturanga. Breathing in, cobra. Shoulders back. Heart open. Breathing deeply. Easing our way back into our downward dog. Okay, breathing in, we're going to go to what we call 3-legged dog. We're going to lift the left leg nice and high and flick it back into what we call a hip opener. Now when we're doing this, we're trying to keep the weight on the left and the right hand. We're allowing all of the push to come from bending the knee. So don't worry about having the knee too straight. Bend it back, flick it open, heart towards the mat. Feel your quad and your hip opening. Breathing deep. Breathing in. Exhale, back to straight leg, 3-legged dog. Breathe in again. Exhale, shift that left hand through the legs. Open up towards the side. Draw the shoulders back. Keep the hips facing forward. Strong with both legs. Up, up, up. And then we're gently going to rotate that hand down. I'm going to drop the back knee on the mat. I'm going to lift up and draw the hands to prayer. So what I'm doing now is I'm driving my back hip into the ground to feel the right hip opening up. I'm going to roll the shoulders back, spine tall, up towards the sky. I'm going to find my breath. And then I'm going to offer my hands nice and tall to ease my way back. I really feel my hip flexor opening, but then I'm going to transition forward when I feel like it's had enough. Shift down. I'm going to take this left foot, shuffle it with a little bit of guidance into pigeon. I'm going to be gentle because my hips are a little bit tight. All my body's tight, but a lot of us are. Nice and tall with the spine. Find the height first. If it's too intense, drive this foot down. Breathing in. Exhaling down onto the elbows if you can. Avoiding this motion, nice and straight. I'm going to shuffle a little bit further back on my mat. And then if or when you're ready, you can come flat on the mat. The final transition of tucking through. Knowing that we carry a lot of emotion in our hips, I'm going to be patient and I'm going to stay here until I feel my hip releasing the tension right in the joint and around the joint. I'm going to draw my breath, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, and sink into the ground as I exhale. Okay, transitioning back up. Find your hands nice and square, firmly on the mat, from the palms of the hands all the way to the fingertips. Back toe tucks under. I'm going to prepare for a three-legged dog. Breathing in. Exhale, three-legged dog. And down. Finding my posture in my downward dog. Shifting the body weight back, opening up the heart. Okay, this time I'm going to breathe in, lift the opposite leg up, and exhale into my hip opener. Feeling the quadricep open. Trying to keep the weight even on left and right hand, squaring the shoulders. Enjoying the breeze. Breathing in. Three-legged dog, leg nice and straight. Another breath in. Exhale, step through. And open. Shoulders back. Avoid them coming over. Rotate them under. Heart out. One more breath. Nice and tall. Exhaling down. Inside, we're going to drop the back knee on the floor. I have a dodgy left knee, so I'm going to roll over for support. Make sure my knee is comfortable. Lift up. Hands to prayer. Find my first position, driving this hip down into the ground. Just breathing into the area where I feel the most stretch. I can feel it right in my hip flexor. And then join the hands. I'm going to transition back in under the mat. I no longer need that support for my knee. I'm going to shuffle this foot forward. I'm going to find the position of the hip. This hip's a little bit tighter because it supports my weak knee, so I'm going to allow this foot to come further down, less of a right angle at the knee, and I'm going to breathe nice and deep. Shoulders back, central thread, lifting up the crown of the head towards the sky, and then I'm going to ease my way down. And as I'm down on my elbows, when I feel that right hip opening, I'm going to drive this foot a little bit higher. See if it will stay. Might not stay. And easing down. The final adaptation. Take it to the breath. Coming back up, planting the hands nice and balanced. Tucking the back toe under. Getting a good grip, breathing in. Exhaling, three-legged dog. And into my downward dog. The final Chaturanga Vinyasa. Breathing in to plank. Lungs completely filled up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breathe in. Hold the lungs full of air. Open the heart. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Back into your downward dog. And I'm gently just going to walk my way in. If you wanted to continue in a forward bend, you could. But I'm going to come up. I will finish with a gentle back bend. I'm finding myself in prayer. Just allowing the heart rate to come down, the breath to be slow and controlled. Okay, thank you very much. That was the end of our downward dog sequence. Hope that you enjoyed it.